Thanks for allowing me to speak with you today as the Minister for Territory Families and Urban Housing. I start by paying our respects to the traditional owners of the land from where we are joining you, the Larrakia people, and to the elders past, present and emerging. Our government is totally committed to working together with leading sector organisations to design and deliver services that support all families and communities. We're all working together to ensure our children are treated fairly and live in a community where they can be safe, healthy, and most importantly, they can thrive. Communities' frontline services focus on holistically supporting children to be safe, have a home, and remain connected to heritage and culture while feeling valued and included in our community. Our government's addressing domestic and family violence and knows we need to reduce its impact on children and young people. We know we've got more work to do. By focusing early on reducing risk factors and promoting protective factors, we can work together so that abuse and neglect doesn't happen in the first place. We are doing this predominantly through partnerships with and funding of Aboriginal community-controlled organisations to work with children, families and carers, empowering self-determination. We're focusing on building capacity for children and young people to return to family and kin and to support their connection to culture and heritage. We have introduced new therapeutic approach to our out-of-home care reforms and now provide intensive therapeutic residential care to young people who are unable to stay and live with their families. Incredibly important work and more to do. We're establishing links with the Department of Education and the Departments of Health to support our holistic vision that every child must have access to school and healthcare. While we have a critical role to play in supporting families and children, we just can't do it alone. We know that. Congratulations to NAPCAN on your work towards delivering another fantastic National Child Protection Week.
My name's Lauren Moss, and I have the absolute privilege of being the Minister for Children, Youth and Education in the Northern Territory. This year's Child Protection Week theme, Every Child in Every Community Needs a Fair Go, reflects the diverse needs of children and young people across the Northern Territory and more broadly across Australia as well. Thank you to all of you who play a part in keeping our children and young people safe. It is the most important thing that we can do, and the Territory is an incredible place to grow up in. As I visit different communities across the Northern Territory and schools, I'm really constantly impressed by the really creative, resilient and empathetic children and young people that I have the opportunity to meet. And this special week highlights the important role that we all have in helping children to stay safe and connected to their family, to their culture, to their identity and to their communities. Protecting children is everyone's business. The Northern Territory Government is working to create safer, more connected and thriving communities for all Territorians, as Minister Worden was talking about, and particularly for our children and young people. Our focus is on creating a service system that really values early intervention and supports families to be strong and healthy. We're expanding the number of community-run child and family centres across the Northern Territory, ensuring that children, young people and their families are better connected to the supports that they need to live happy, healthy lives. And I know those services are making a difference. We know that the early years are absolutely critical in terms of a child's life outcomes and the foundations, and we continue to invest in children from 0 to 5 years old with initiatives like Families as First Teachers sites across the Northern Territory. The vast majority of sites are located in remote communities, and there's 55 of those, and they help to support parents and families in their roles as their children's first and most important teachers. These are just some of the ways in which the Northern Territory Government is ensuring that our children and young people are able to grow strong and healthy and reach their full potential. So I too hope that you have the opportunity to continue to get involved in this year's National Child Protection Week. Please show your support to NAPCAN by raising awareness of this really hugely important campaign.
Absolutely.